I just heard some of the most bullish news ever for XRP. The price of XRP could potentially absolutely moon off of this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is not considered financial advice. I'm just an amateur YouTuber and a crypto enthusiast, but this is absolutely incredible. I can't believe what I just heard. I think this is mind-blowing. I think it is literally best case scenario right now at this moment. The naysayers for XRP and the price of XRP are going to be shut down. This is unbelievable. Before we get into this, let me just give you a couple of heads up on what's going to be happening later on the channel. I've got a video coming up a little bit later today. I'm going to be talking about $. What's been going on with $? They finally hit the peg. Bonds are in play right now. I own some bonds. We're going to be talking about what's going on there. They've got some new governance proposals coming up. I'm going to break some of those down. We're going to be talking about that. I'm also going to be sharing what I think about the overall BDO ecosystem. Also, I've got a video coming out where I'm talking about the best way to be able to earn $100 in Bitcoin with absolutely no investment, meaning being able to get started. You don't even have $0 and be able to quickly, one of the fastest ways I know of to be able to earn $100 worth of Bitcoin totally for free. You're not going to want to miss that. Also, for our Subscribe Star members, I put up a video here over the weekend, $. Clones that I'm aware of, listed about 5 different clones. I'm going to go through, I've got a video where I'm going to break down each clone, give you my thoughts of it, my whole idea of the entire ecosystem. Again, none of it's financial advice. I'm just going to share my ideas, my strategies, what I'm planning to do, what I'm thinking about with this whole ecosystem. Let's get back to XRP. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to share with you something with XRP. If you are following the XRP Ripple lawsuit, then I'm going to share with you one of the absolute best sources of information anywhere. I mean, every time I see a news story and I see a headline, sometimes they blatantly steal the headline from one main source. I don't care if it's coin blank 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 or if it's Bitcoin blank 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 news site or whatever. All these news sites I keep seeing in crypto, I can't say every one of them, but most of them are not going to the original lawsuit. They're not even doing their own reporting. They're not even putting their own spin on it. It's one thing if you get the source from somewhere else or if you hear about the news from somewhere else, but then go do your own research, put your own spin on it. That's what I typically like to do. I am seeing article after article taking basically one person's information, and I'm going to share with you the absolute source of the information. It's the best news source that I'm aware of, the best legal analysis that I'm aware of, that is easy to understand, simple, straightforward. That is Mr. Jeremy Hogan over here at Legal Briefs. Listen, if you're not subscribed to his channel, you need to go ahead and subscribe to his channel. He covers a lot of different content. His legal analysis or his breakdown of stuff is very simple. It's very straightforward. He takes something complex and makes it very easy. Most of his videos are rather short. You need to subscribe to his channel. For example, surprise bombshell dropped at the SEC. There is a headline out there that is almost verbatim on a news website. And I hate to say it, but they're basically pulling it straight from his video. I'm certain of it. I'm 100% certain of at least one article that I just read that I thought, okay, I've suspected this for a while, but that's just proof. He said something specific. We're not listening to his whole video. We're going to listen to about 60 seconds or so, maybe a minute and a half of one thing that I think is extraordinary. And I'm going to tell you why it's extraordinary here in a moment once we're finished up here. But let me just listen to this. And I want to tell you, if I could hypnotize you this very moment and make you do 3 things, it would not be by XRP, by the way, so don't say that. But if there was 3 things I could make you do right now. Number 1, smash that like button. Number 2, of course, subscribe to the channel. But if I haven't earned your subscribe, that's not a big deal. Just smash the like button. I'll earn your subscribe later. I'm confident of it. But number 3, come over here, subscribe to Jeremy Hogan's YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button. It is absolutely golden information. In the past 3 or 4 months, 5 months, I mean, this guy went from below 10,000 to 66,000 subscribers, 113,000 views on this video. It is blowing up. You can come watch the full video yourself, but we're going to talk about it for just a moment. By the way, I don't personally know this Jeremy Hogan. I have commented on his videos. He's replied back. That's about as far as it's gotten. He has no idea that I'm talking about his channel. In other words, it's not like this is sponsored. This isn't some sort of effective collab. I just like his channel so much. I want my subscribers to be aware of his content because it is golden. All right, let's go.
Win the case. Now, if I'm Ripple, I'm feeling pretty good that my mediator and consulting summary judgment judge just said on the record what I essentially argued in my pleadings. And when I say I'm feeling pretty good, I mean, like, is this really happening? Pretty good. But there was one more thing that was huge in today's hearing that you had.
And we're going to get to that one thing in a moment. That's the most important thing. I do want to disclose that Jeremy Hogan is a holder of Ripple. Now, he actually did not always hold Ripple. He actually started investing in Ripple through one of his videos. He said, hey, I've made a decision after doing this research. Obviously, he had an interest in cryptocurrency, but after following this for a while, somewhere along the way, he realized that XRP has a case here, and he is an investor in Ripple. That's important to know.
had to listen very carefully or you could miss, and it might be super important for everyone, so listen to this. About halfway through the hearing, the judge skeptically made a remark to the SEC attorney that based upon his theory, everyone who sold XRP, including you and me, are selling illegal securities, and she was skeptical about it when she asked the question, and this is what the SEC lawyer said on the record. He said, no, under Section 4, only Ripple and affiliates of Ripple can have sold XRP illegally. Listen to that again. The SEC said that only Ripple and employees of Ripple can illegally sell XRP. Now, why is that super important? That means that the exchanges that delisted XRP 2 months ago were not and would not be violating securities laws if they relisted XRP for sale and began to sell it again. And I think I saw recently.
That's huge. Now, I want you to get two things here. First of all, why is this going to impact price? We'll talk about that. Second of all, I want to dissect what he said here a little bit further. First of all, why is it going to impact price? Any of you who've been in crypto for any length of time, you know if there's a coin out there that gets delisted on any exchange of any size, typically that really bumps the price of the coin up because it lets people know that it's a more viable project, it's liquid, they can buy it easily, they can sell it easily. So people like to see their coins get listed on an exchange. When you're talking about being able to go back and open up to many of the major exchanges, now my guess is some of the smaller exchanges are going to lead the way on this. Some of those maybe medium-sized exchanges, you're probably not going to see the biggest exchanges lead the way just because they have a lot to lose and they've already delisted it. They'll probably take their time. Many of them are probably dealing with lawsuits right now. They're trying to figure that out. But I think this is going to be enormous for the price. I mean, literally, the reason this is a big deal is because there are several potential lawsuits that could take place here. The exchanges could have been in trouble, and they already having to deal with some legal issues because lawsuits have already been filed and started. I don't know if any financial advisor is just in crypto, but any financial advisor anywhere that would have advised someone could have potentially had to deal with some sort of legal ramifications. And by the way, if you don't know that occurs, it does. The other thing that's very interesting here that I want to break down, this idea. I mean, the world that we live in, ladies and gentlemen, these exchanges, why did they delist Ripple in the first place? The only reason they delisted Ripple was to be proactive. They wanted to be proactive. They wanted to be able to start building a defense. A defense against what, you might ask? Because their legal counsel told them, hey, you need to start expecting lawsuits. As soon as the SEC filed this, other grown adult investors who under their own, decision-making authority made a decision to buy XRP, knowing they weren't buying a security. They knew when they purchased a cryptocurrency, they weren't buying it from the stock market. They knew they weren't trying to get voting rights. They knew they weren't going to get dividends from XRP. They knew that they were buying a cryptocurrency. Yet all of a sudden, the SEC lawsuit comes out. Now they want to look for a quick buck and somehow claim. They want to claim, oh, I didn't know I was buying an unregistered security. It's Coinbase's fault or it's Binance's fault or whatever. And they want to now start a class action lawsuit. That is so stupid, first of all. It's on record right now with this judge who's basically saying, hey, you weren't breaking the law, Coinbase. Now, I think it's sad that this has to come out on record. I think it's unbelievable that somebody can be sued in our country or government action can be taken against someone in our country for doing something that is illegal today but was not illegal several weeks ago. That's crazy to me that that's even possible, but that is the legal system that we have, unfortunately. And these large exchanges, the reason they were delisting so quickly is because they had to start building a defense so that their lawyers could go into court and say, hey, as soon as we were made aware of this, we were at the very least trying to remedy the situation, fix the situation, correct the situation. We were doing everything within our authority to be able to make it better. So they started delisting proactively. I mean, keep in mind, the SEC at this point has not proven in a court of law that Ripple's a security. And it's looking like they're not going to be able to prove it. I mean, if I had to bet on one side or the other, my bet is that XRP is highly successful with this. And the judges just basically said, hey, trading can continue as normal. They're not, the SEC just said, trading can continue as normal. Under the Section 4, they've not broken the law. Only Ripple, the CEO, and employees of Ripple. That's incredible news overall. That is incredible news. This is some of the bullish news that I've ever seen on on XRP. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment. Do you think this is bullish? And what is your price prediction for XRP? I'm going to tell you what mine is. Not financial advice. I'm just an amateur YouTuber. Don't be taking financial advice from me. But I'm thinking we're going to see $2 XRP within a year or less. I said it. You heard it here first. By the way, I'd probably sell before we got to $2. But I do think that it's very likely in the next 2 years we see $2 XRP. It could even be much higher than that. I'm not going to tell you why I think that because I don't want this is outside the scope of this video. But stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. If you like this content, smash that like button. And of course, make sure that you go subscribe to Jeremy Hogan. Decentralized cryptocurrency equals freedom. This is Crypto Wealth. I'm out.